Hello and welcome to 4-Colour Alchemy. My name's Led Sharp and this is going to be a short video recommending some things that I've been reading recently. They're not actually reviews, there's a little bit of that in there, but they're more recommendations. I apologise that I've not done one of these videos for a while, by the way, purely because my PGCE course has been consuming my time. I will be a teacher, whether they like it or not. So without further ado, Avengers! No Surrender! Marvel Comics. It's by Al Ewing, Mark Waid, Jim Zub, Pepe Larraz, Kim Jacinto, Sean Izaakse. I apologise profusely. I've tried very hard to pronounce that name, but I just can't wrap my lips around it. If anybody would like to spell it phonetically so that I can in future, you're more than welcome. Paco Medina, Joe Bennett, Stefano Caselli and Mike Perkins all produced Avengers 675 to 690. And it feels like an event, but it's actually just a massive story that they did in the Avengers. And it introduces new villains, it introduces new heroes, it brings back a specific character in the single most terrifying way I've ever seen possible. The interactions between the characters are clearly Mark Waid influence. He clearly went, no, we've got to throw some proper characterization into this. The artwork is solid and glorious. It removes some of the big players, so it lets some of the little players have some space, and it's just a lot of fun. It does suffer from big eventness, but like I said, if you want a dessert after a heavy meal, that's your comic. Now then, the sequel, Avengers No Road Home, is by Waid, Ewing, Zub, Medina, that chap again, and Barbera, and it actually collects a maxi series, No Road Home 1 to 10. Now this is probably going to become my all-time favourite Avengers story, to be perfectly honest with you, because it does continue on from that one, but it introduces the characters in such a way that you don't need to have read that first, which is a relief. And it makes you care about characters that I've never cared about. That one for a start, Conan, and that one, Hercules. And it's interesting, it's eclectic, it does what that one does. It takes small-time characters, not small characters, but small-time characters, and gives them huge roles in the Marvel Universe. The ending is absolutely glorious, and that's the main reason why it's my favourite Avengers story, at least of this year. Anywho, let's boost my indie cred a bit, shall we? Jason, Lost Cat. Now he does these sort of anthropomorphic characters, that's sort of humanised animals, with these sort of 1,000-mile stares. And he's a master of melancholy, and he's not afraid to duplicate panels. He probably hand draws each panel still, but he does each panel just to denote time and give you a sense of space. And if two characters are talking, it'll start on them, come out of the house, go around to this landscape shot, come back to the house, and then go back into them from a different angle. And he does these incredible panel layouts, and frankly, he's glorious. The story involves a PI that finds a missing cat, he returns it, falls in love with the owner, and from there on in I can't really tell you anymore because it goes to places that you simply won't believe. I don't mean that you wouldn't expect, I mean simply won't believe. I stopped on one page and went, oh, okay, we're doing that, are we? Absolutely brilliant, recommend it, short reads but really deep, emotive reads. Try it. Anyway. Next up is one of the two things I'm going to be doing a deeper introspection on, and it's Stuck Rubber Baby by Howard Cruz. And it's got a little bit of bump by book list on the front, which says, Mouse, move over as a great graphic novel, you've met your match. And it's absolutely true. This is basically the story of a young gay chap trying to find his place in the 60s, and it feels quite hauntingly autobiographical, to be honest with you. The artwork and the writing as a subject matter are remarkably heavy, but he keeps his style tight and he allows you to peruse the page and go from panel to panel to panel, and he's absolutely brilliant at it. When you first look into it, you might go, oh my god, that looks like too much to read, but it really, really isn't. I mean, the way he lays pages out, yeah, you think there's a lot there, and there is in terms of subject and context, and that's one of the ones I'm going to be going into a lot deeper in a future video. Anywho, The Walking Dead Volume 32 by Robert Kirkman, Charlie Adlard, Stefano Guadignano and Cliff Rathburn. I set out the last two names. I obviously know who this is by because I they've featured a couple of times, but they're not names that stick in my head. Anyway, this is the closing volume of The Walking Dead. I read this and sobbed for 10 minutes. It's amazing. And I know people have dropped off this book, and you shouldn't. You should be reading it in trades because it works better in massive chunks. It never jumps the shark. And every step that Robert Kirkman takes is vital towards achieving this end. And I mean vital towards achieving this end. Every character gets the ending that is needed. Not necessarily the one they deserve, but the ending that is needed. And yeah, absolutely amazing. Recommend it. And that's another one I'll be doing a bigger video on later. Anyway, as a closer, Chris Ware's Monolith, and it's absolutely blooming great. It's essentially a sketchbook, portfolio, autobiography and everything, and there's weird and wonderful stuff in it. And I even kept the cellophane wrapper that it came wrapped in, purely because it's got like word balloon stickers and stuff like that. He clearly took a lot of time and effort. He's one of the great sort of underground artists slash writers, and his work's amazing. He is mainly an emotive creator, controls your feelings of melancholy and weirdness, and just, yeah. I probably will do a Chris Ware introspection at some stage of the game as well, because he's absolutely fantastic. But I got that with my birthday money because it was 18 quid on eBay. And yeah, so worth it. So yeah, that's my video done. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to try getting another one out when I can. I've got scripts written, and I've got ideas for introspections. I've got ideas for 4-colour celluloid. I've got ideas for 4-colour reactions. I've got ideas for the website. I've got so many ideas, and they're all vying for attention, and it's all driving me a little bit nuts, mainly because I appreciate that I don't need to feel frustrated because my PGCE has to come first. That's a priority, so yeah. But in these crazy times, I hope everybody's staying safe, and I hope everybody is having fun reading comics. So take care, and do just that. Hi, if you enjoyed the video, then please click like, subscribe and share, and leave a comment in the comments section below. Keep it civil, folks. Also, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and find me at www.mayburyhill.com. Thanks a lot, and take care.